All right, guys, this is Total Body Fitness, beginner or gentle, whatever, whatever you want to use for that term. Today, you're going to need some sliders. You're going to need some light weights, maybe medium or heavy, and a small Pilates ball. And if you need blocks to help with lunges, that's always an option as well. Today in studio, we're going to be using a little 2-pound ball, but if you don't have these at home, not a problem, just a lightweight will do. All right, guys, let's start without the sliders first. Let's do some second position plies. So go wide with your stance, turn your toes open. We're going to bend the knees and reach the arms up all the way over the head and then come all the way back down. When you're doing this, you want to feel like you're bending the knees and then pushing them backwards, okay? Two more. And one more. Nice. Turn your toes forward for good morning. So you're going to tighten up the thighs. Squeeze here. Hands to your hips or right to your hip creases. Either way works. You fold over like you're bowing, flat back, until you feel a stretch in the back of the legs and you come right back up. So you want to keep your back as straight as possible. So if that means you only hinge to there, that's okay. You want to feel a hip hinge. I'm taking my butt backwards, looking for a stretch in the back of my legs with my back as flat as possible versus letting my body round. Okay? So what you can do with that. Two more. And release. Nice job. Shake out the legs. All right, high knees. Move those legs around. Like my jams today. You turn it up, right? It was a tough class this morning. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my God. Tough class, guys. So those that at home, if you're watching this video, you have to pardon me because the class I did 2 classes before this one was really tough. Really, really tough. All right, let's do some side reaches. Yeah, I was even sweating, and I normally like don't hardly ever. So I was like, ooh, tough. I think my favorite today was the 1-arm plank. Dang, I know it, beast. It was beast mode today. I know it. And then let's do some twists. So nice and easy. With the arms kind of sweep and flip around. We're not getting to 1-arm push-ups quite yet. Just 1-arm planks. Tough stuff. All right, let's get on to those sliders. If you're at home and don't have sliders, it's not a big deal. If you've got a slick floor, you can just put a couple of washcloths underneath your feet. And if you're on a carpet, you can put a couple of paper plates underneath your feet. You're gonna bend your knees and we're gonna twist. So you're gonna use your core to bring the knees and turn the knees, twisting, 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 twisting. You can stay upright if you've got bad knees, but if you've got good knees or want to build strength in them, you can kind of go lower. See what you can do. You can make this slow, you can make it fast. Either way, see if you can get the entire foot on it. That way you're not just balancing on the ball of your foot. Get the whole foot flat, bend the knees, and then you're gonna swivel those knees. Right, you're working the thighs. You feel that? Mm-hmm. Staying straight. Working the thighs, because you got to work the inner thigh, you got to work the outer thigh, you're working at the hip, you're working at the core. It's a good stuff. All right, let's do some circles, half circles with the legs. So you're going to step on the left foot, put the slider on the right toe. You're going to keep both legs straight. You want to make sure your bottom foot is straight forward and not turned out. Okay. And you're going to sweep the leg behind, squeeze your glute, sweep it back forward. So a little balance exercise. Sweep, squeeze. There's 2. Sweep, squeeze. 3. Squeeze. 4. Squeeze. 5. Squeeze. 6. Squeeze. 7. One more. For 8. Other side. All right, here we go. Squeeze. 1. Squeeze. 2. Squeeze. 3. Squeeze. 4. Squeeze. 5. Squeeze. 6. Squeeze. 7. And squeeze. 8. Grab your light balls, which are 2 pounds. We're going to start with a bicep curl overhead press. You're just going to bend the elbows, bring the weights there, press up over the head, and back down. Just a little different kind of grip, right, than your weight. It doesn't matter if you got your palms up or if you're turning the wrist or you keep the palms down. All work fine. I like how in these, there's a little sand. You can feel it moving around. So what's fun about these balls is we are going to work our martini shaking. Oh my God, and here we go. That means we're going to start it now. So shake the balls. You're going to shake it to the right. And shake it to the left. And shake it to the right. These came out of my studio. And shake it to the left. I owned a yoga and fitness studio and had to close it after COVID and right. And these were a big part of my class. And they're fun. Expensive, but fun. And relax the arms, shake it out. All right, we're gonna go into squats. So we're gonna go fairly narrow. We're gonna bring the weights down by the sides of the legs, go down as low as you can go, and then stand up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're gonna add an arm raise. So squat, stand, out to the side, lower. 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 4 more. Two more. 1 more. Next up, squat, stand, instead of out to the side, forward raise. Try to keep your palms down, okay? Here we go. Squat, forward raise. Squat, forward raise. Squat, forward raise. Squat, forward raise. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Going to bring the weights here like a shot putter, right? However, what we're going to do is we're going to point the right foot out. We're going to reach up and come back down. So we're going to just stay on this one side 8 times. Reach up and down. Now we're reaching up and doing a little bend through the center, okay? Little side bend 1, side bend 2, side bend 3, side bend 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Other side, putting all the weight there. Reaching up and over, a little side bend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice job. We're going to bend the elbows, but put the balls up, and we've got like little platters, right? So I'm not grabbing the balls. It's kind of neat about that, is I feel like my hands are platters, and I've got my balls. So just balancing. I'm not even holding, yeah? And we're gonna, you knew it was coming, balance. This is kind of like what a tight roper would have. They'd have like the little balancing things to help them on each side. What are those things called? Or that stick called? I wonder what that stick is called. Big stick that a tight roper would use. What is that called? Pole? Is it? I don't know. Try the other leg. I don't know if there's like a technical name other than just a pole. Yeah. Balancing pole. Probably all it's called. And change. Now we're going to bring the leg out to the side. Lift it and hold it. And other side. And then bring the weights in front, keep the elbows bent in, okay? You're gonna extend your foot behind, balance like a ballerina. And change. And release. Let the arms relax for a minute. We're gonna do that all over again. All right, so you're gonna bend the elbows, bring them out to the side. Now you can keep the elbows in. That's gonna make it the easiest. But the further you bring them out like a serving tray exercise, the more challenge will be in the arm. You wanna keep the elbows bent though, okay? So we're gonna extend your leg out, balance. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Out to the side, right leg lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Arms come forward. Right leg behind you, lift it up high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Change legs. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Take a rest. Whew. All right, so we're gonna go wide lunges. So you're gonna go wide with your stance, and you're gonna bend right knee, then left knee. When we do this, you're gonna place the weights right here on the shoulders. When you bend the knee, optional, you can bring the weights down towards the floor and then bring it back up and back down and up. You could keep them if you've got lower back issues. Keeping them up, keeping your shoulders up will take the tension out of the back. But when you do this, strong core, if you want to go down, bringing like you're going to put them down on the ground, come back up and put them down and come back up. So we're going to do 4 to each side, making it a total of 8, but we're going to go slow. Now, once you see how low you can go, here we go. So slow, touch maybe down to the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice job. Take it out. All right, serving trays. So we are going to bend the elbows. We're going to reach it forward. Okay, so my elbows are still bent, but almost straight. And I'm not gripping the balls. I actually have it so I've got to balance them. My fingers are spread wide. We're going to go open and close. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice job. You're going to now bend over and fly. So you're going to soften the knees, your feet about hip width distance apart. You're going to touch the weights right to the side of your knees. Then you're going to bring them open to a T with the arms as straight as possible. Keep your neck long. So feel like you're looking at the floor out in front of you quite a bit. You're going to pull the belly button in, zip it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one more, and 8. Nice job. Okay, so we're going to do a tricep exercise with these balls. So we're going to put the arms up over the head, and you're going to bend one arm at a time. Right arm, then left arm. Right arm, almost like a little like bicycle, like with your arms though, instead of with your feet, right? And if you want the extra challenge, you're going to slow down those arms and try to balance on one leg. See what you can do. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Change legs. Moving the arms. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nice. Okay, we're going to give our arms a break. Put those down. We're going to get into the lunges with the slider. You only need one slider. You're going to step on your left foot. Your right foot's going to slide back and come back up. If you need to hold on, please do. Let's do this. 8 of these. So you're going to lean forward a little bit. You're going to slide back, let the knee track forward, and then pull yourself back up. Leaning and pulling. When you go down, when you go to pull up, see if you can use your tush on your left side. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a good song, isn't it? And 8. I'm still standing. Elton John. Gotta love that, especially when you're trying to balance. You're trying to stick in it. I'm still standing. Yeah. We can do it, right? All right, those at home can't hear my music, but that's okay. You can now know what we're listening to in here. 1, 2. You just got to add that to your playlist at home. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And I know you love that one so much, you're going to get to do it again. Now you can do it with weights. You can grab your weights, whichever weights you want. You want the balls, you want the light weights. You can put them right here at your shoulders, or you can bring them behind you. Okay, I kind of like a shoulder application on it. I'm gonna let you guys have at it. Here we go. Sliding, lifting 1. Slide, lift 2. Slide, lift 3. Slide, lift 4. Slide, lift 5. Slide, 6. Slide, 7. And slide, 8. Your cardio too, right? We're getting it in. Here we go. Slide, 1. Slide, 2. Slide, 3. Slide, 4. Slide, 5. Slide, 6. Slide, 7. Slide, 8. Woo! That's a good exercise, guys. That's one of my top favorites for legs and glutes. All right, let's get onto the floor with our mats. However, you're going to need your sliders one more time at least here. All right, you're going to use your sliders underneath your toes. You're going to do mountain climbers. Okay, now I'll show you the full variation. Hands to your mat, legs go back to plank, and you bend one knee in and alternate. Now, if you're not quite there yet, you can always come down onto one knee and just do one leg at a time, okay, as a modification. Okay, but see what you got. Let's do this for 8 counts. So get your sliders on the balls of your feet, slide it back to plank, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Whew, nice job. All right, let's roll the mat out and have a seat on it. Okay. So we are going to do reverse tabletop. So fingers are going to be facing inward towards your hips best you can. Unless it really hurts your wrist, then you can turn the hands out, but try not to go backwards this way. Keep them inward. We're going to lift the hips up, squeeze the tush, lower down, and now you're going to lift your legs and your arms. Ah, okay. Now, if lifting legs and arms is too much, you can just lift the legs or just lift the arms, but the legs is easier, okay? So hips come up, lower down, and see if you can lift the legs. That's easy. Next time, try to lift the arms. Next time, see if you can lift them both. And then find the one that's right for you for the last 4. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Gonna grab your weights. We're gonna do roll-ups. Roll-ups help, weights help you do roll-ups. So you roll back and extend your legs almost to straight. I've got my heels on the mat with the knees slightly flexed. I'm gonna take the weights, I'm gonna reach them forward and roll up, trying to keep the heels down, and then roll back. If you have difficulties with roll-ups, you can just do the half roll-up crunch and come back down. 8 of these. Inhale, exhale, roll it up 1. Roll up 2. Roll up 3. 4. Keep going, you got 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And last one. If you need a water break, go ahead and get a quick sip of water. I'm gonna turn the fans on. What do you say? A little warm in here now that we've been working. We've been working. You like them balls, right?
Yeah.
Balls are awesome. It was a big part of my program. I had stability balls, Pilates balls, and these.
Yes.
And I had a yoga and fitness studio. Yeah, in Bonita. I did. Yeah, and then COVID hit. It's a shame. It was really cool. People took the ball class. It quickly became my most popular class. It started off as gentle yoga being my most popular class, and in turn switched as I talked people into trying the class. That then everybody wanted ball classes. It was just, yeah. It's just the stability balls take up so much space. I would love to have it here, but it's just, And as many people as we get in this studio, I just don't have room for 20 big balls.
No, I know.
You know, I limited that class to like 8 or something like that. So I had 8 big balls in the storage and back out of the studio space. It wasn't out. But I could only fit that many. So I said, you got to sign up. 8 in the class. That's it. Or whatever the number was. It was 9. I don't remember what I had now. Okay. Let's do some side planks on the forearm and on the knees. So pick the arm you want to start on, and then you're going to bring your knees stacked. You're going to use the top arm on the mat as well. I want you to strong arm here. Feel this really lengthen out. Then you're going to lift your hips up and down. Now, if you don't need this arm because of your Superman, it's just Superman, then you can bring the arm up or onto your hip, whichever is most comfortable for you. But as the modification for the gentle class, you can use both hands to help lift you up. Now, when you start getting the hang of it and get stronger through your shoulder and your core, you want to really feel the squeeze happen from the lower side near the mat. This is what you're trying to lift, trying to squeeze and lift that high. Okay, here we go. Push through the arm, squeeze that side oblique. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good job. If you're really activating that side of your waist, you shouldn't need a whole lot of reps. But if I were to just like lift up and down, right, I could do this probably 30 times. But if I start really focusing on this side of my body, I strong arm and I squeeze and I am trying to lift myself as high up to the ceiling as I can using this side of my waist, I'm not going to be able to do as many because I'm really squeezing through it. So let's do it. Here we go. 1, almost a little hold at the top. Squeeze 2. Squeeze 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice job. Let's do it one more time each side. 8 on each. You're also getting some glute work while doing this work, which is why I tend to do a side plank in every single class, because you're building strength in the shoulder, through your core, and through your hips. Here we go. Lift it up. 1. Lift it 2. Lift 3. Squeeze it 4. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Other side. Feel that beast like coming on. Here we go. We're going to lift it up. Squeeze side oblique. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice. All right, come onto your belly. Now you have the option of no balls or balls, meaning these balls. You're gonna come onto your belly. You're gonna bring the balls and put the hands on top of the balls. You're gonna bring your forehead to the mat. From there, you're gonna lift the right arm, then the left arm, then both arms, but you're gonna keep your forehead down. So we have right, left, and both. Right, left, and both. Right, left, and both. This will be our last one using the right arm first, left, and then both. Now we're going to switch. Left arm, left, right, and both. Control it. Left, right, and both. Left, right, and both. And last one, left, right, and both. Nice. Hopefully you're feeling that in the back of your arm, back of the shoulders. Yeah, maybe, maybe, maybe. Take a child's pose. where you can stretch out the arms and the shoulders, relax the back. All right, grab your little blue balls, come onto your back, or light weights if you're at home. Dead bug. So you're gonna bend the knees, stack them right over the hips. You're gonna take the weights up. You're gonna touch the weights together. That way your palms are facing inward. You're gonna fly open the arms and close. Now, you can stay there. You can also keep your feet on the floor as a modification. But to amplify for those that are like, you know, I want a more gentle class, but I don't want it to be so easy that, you know, I fall asleep. You're going to open the arms and the legs. So you're going to open the arms and the legs as if they are in on a string together, and then close it back in. Trying to keep either the back flat on the floor or keep a neutral spine. Either way, I'm trying to keep that part steady and strong as I open the arms and open the legs to your degree. Maybe you're just going to a small V, maybe you're going wide. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're looking good. 6, 7, and 8. Nice job. Put your balls down. You're gonna get your big Pilates ball. We're gonna lift the hips up and bring the ball underneath your bum. So you can do it in bridge by like lifting up with your feet on the ground, coming up to your toes, pull that ball in. Arms are gonna be down by your sides with the palms flat. You're gonna pull the legs up. We're gonna do L shapes. So you're gonna lower the right leg to a hover, keep the leg straight, toe pointed, and then bring it up. Left leg will lower to hover and bring it back up. Moving at your pace, so you can pick up the pace, but what you're trying to do is be as steady on the ball as possible. Trying to keep the leg that's not moving from moving. At the same time, try not to use your arms. Try not to hold on for dear life with your hands. Try to use all the leg work and leg strength, core strength. Relax your arms and your shoulders. See if you can start letting go of that tension while you're moving the legs. One more to each side. And then flex your feet. Point and flex, point and flex. Getting a stretch through the ankles, through the calves. Flex your feet. We're going to open the legs to a wide V, get an inner thigh groin stretch. Adductor muscles. Then bring it back together. Point your toes, bend your knees into your chest and balance. Yeah. Legs come back up. Flex your feet, open to a wide V. Close the legs back up. Point your toes, bend your knees into your chest. Figure 4, legs go straight up. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh and then bend the left knee. Draw it in. And change, other side. Crossing the ankle over the thigh, knee area, and then bend the knee in, nice, slow control. And breathe. And let's switch one more time, right? And left. Both legs up into the air. Bend your knees. Place your feet onto the mat, lift your hips up to take your ball out. We're gonna roll up so we can put the ball behind us in between the shoulder blades, about mid-back. Whoop, there went my ball. I lost my ball. Oh, here, you got it. You gonna get that one? Yep. All right, so you're gonna place the ball between your shoulder blades. You're gonna support your head with your hands. Now I'm not pulling up with my hands. I'm actually letting my head kind of hang heavy back, and I'm looking for a back bend. Back bend and a very light, gentle crunch up, but don't pull on your head, guys. If anything, try to make it more of a stretch in the front of the neck. Also, we're stretching through the front of the shoulders and the pectoral muscles, as well as getting a stretch through the front sternum area and the rib cage, as well as your abs. So we're going to take that back bend and come up to center. Feel the ball right between your shoulder blades, kind of in the, not the lower back. It should be on your ribs. And it's not on your neck. Your hips stay down. And then let's just let the head hang backwards. Now you can keep the fingers underneath to support your head. All right. Just allow this stretch to happen. Breathe. And release. Go ahead and sit all the way up so you can remove your ball. Oh, somebody's ringing. All right. So we're going to go wide with our legs, and you're going to use your ball to put either your hands, your wrist, or maybe even your forearms on it. You're going to tighten up your thighs, flex your feet, and gently roll forward and roll up. So you can be upright with your roll. Okay, you can go down low with your roll. All depends on your flexibility. All right, last one here, and we're gonna hold. So get in the most comfortable position, either with the ball or without the ball. And just hold here and breathe. And then roll on up. You're gonna move your ball off to the side. All right, seated windshield wiper. So you lean back, you're gonna bend your knees, feet are nice and wide. Roll the knees. So we're looking for maybe a stretch here. I sometimes feel something in my glutes. I feel like that does something for me. Okay. The other thing I kind of like about this is you get a roll from side to side, kind of rolling right on that glute muscle, so you can self-release as if you had a foam roller, but maybe you don't have a foam roller. Kind of roll right on a tender spot. Nice. And thinking of this same sort of wide leg position, we're going to go into the 90-90. So putting one leg in front and the other leg behind. I've got the right leg in front, my left leg behind. We're going to start seated up. So right leg in front, left leg behind. There we go. And we're going to come down onto the elbow and reach the arm up overhead. So we're going down, yep, this way. There you go. Yeah. So you're gonna come and then come down onto your elbow. That's it. I'm doing the exact same as what I called out instead of mirroring you. Because sometimes when I do this one, if I mirror you, everybody gets messed up. So this time I messed you up by not mirroring you. And then let's twist. Bring that arm down. Oh, yes. Here we go. So that's working that side oblique that we worked so nice and hard. It's also getting a little length through your psoas muscle, especially if this back leg is back. You're getting a nice stretch right through here. And then slowly come up to switch the legs to the other side. Bring your left leg in front, your right leg swing it way back behind you, and then come down onto the left forearm. And then arms gonna reach up to your degree. And then we're gonna twist. Bringing that arm down. See if you can get your elbow on the floor, both elbows. So even like you're going to do a forearm plank over there, bring that right forearm down onto the floor. Ah, oh yeah, but keep that right leg behind you. Oh. Twisty. Nice. And then make your way up. All right, guys. Peel yourself up off the floor. You're done. Or just lie on the floor for the next 5 minutes. But luckily there's no other classes. So you're good to go. Thank you for coming.